Greetings, Kerbal Killers! Welcome back to Kerbalverse Wednesday. What an eventful couple of days. 1.0 is released on Monday, and everything goes nuts. Mods galore getting updated left, right and centre. And of course, people not being happy that the mods that they're used to are not yet compatible with 1.0. Oh dear. Isn't that a shame? So what are we going to look at? We're going to look at changing the Kerbalverse. Greetings to Oaktree42, who's in chat at the moment. He is a wonderful streamer. Please give him a shout when I can find my chat. Nope, not that one. That one. Greetings, Oaktree. So, we're going to be taking a look at what can be changed in the KSP 1.0 Kerbalverse. I should warn you now. This gets scary. So, I do of course have KSP 1.0 open. It's actually currently running the DMP software, which is the dark multiplayer. But that's okay. Let's get rid of that. Okay, and Oaktree gets 2 shouts. Where's my KSP gone? There you are. So, standard layout in here. Or is it? First thing we've done is to make Memnus orbit the Mun. The annoying thing is the Mun's actually in the wrong orbit. That's okay, we'll change that in a bit. What else can we do? We can make the planets go and have a complete and utter conniption. Oh yes, this is the mod pack for the DMP server. Just bear with me one moment. Greetings, Oaktree, and I've just realised I'm actually in the wrong channel on TeamSpeak. How's it going? Oops, might help if he's pushed to talk. Greetings, Oaktree. I've just realised I'm still in the default channel and I shouldn't be. Do you want to join me on the battlefield?
Sure.
Channel switched. User joined your channel.
I'll only be here for a little bit to do my stream, but hi!
Greetings, well, welcome to my stream. How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Glad to hear it. I take it you're back from class now.
Yep.
Wonderful. So, just showing everyone what can be done to the Kerbalverse, and I have been a busy boy.
I see that. Your planets seem to be at bunkers.
That is one way of putting it.
You do realize a solar system like that never really formed, right?
Yep. That's fine by me.
Okay.
It just makes it extremely difficult to get to other planets. Also, bear in mind that one of these planets is rotating in the opposite direction to all the others.
Which is actually theoretically possible if a rogue planet was captured by the sun, for example.
Yep, it's kind of one of those features that really I would have thought that Squad would have put that in somewhere.
Oh, I understand why they didn't. Heck, they haven't even added the stuff I thought they would have added for the outer planets. You have to do that through a mod.
Yep, that's the... I should know the mod name because I've used it enough.
Outer planets?
Yeah, there's another one as well.
Oh, okay.
I can't quite think of the name off the top of my head, but I'm waiting for that to be 1.0 compatible. Although I'm pretty sure it probably is already. However,
where did I put my Kerbal Space program I was using the other day? I keep copying things all over the place.
well, I've still got KSP installs from 0.21. Just in case I ever need to go back and reference something. Or even grab something that was in a previous version and update it so it works with the current version.
Just gotta figure out where I put this.
Well, I also changed the dual system slightly as well.
It's not.
How's that for a dual system?
Gotta maximize the screen so I can see it more clearly. 4 planets are just, or 4 moons are just in places.
Well, you can see all of them except one. And one of them's out of range until you zoom in. And I decided to move Pol. It's very close to dual zone atmosphere. Just be careful how you do your orbiting.
But where I put it. Funny. I have all these old copies and I have the current copy. I don't have the copy I was using on Monday where I had a few mods installed but not mod.
Well, all mine have reasonable names to them.
Yeah, mine do too. I just have to figure out where I put it. Doing a search. See me.
So, let's run through how to change the orbits of planets, and of course what's changed in 1.0. So if we take a look at Kerbin itself, I've already moved Minmus so that it's orbiting the Mun. However, the Mun isn't in the orbit that I gave it, so I guess I forgot to save it. But that's okay, it means I can show you how to change it. So we bring up HyperEdit here. HyperEdit is of course a mod that you can download. Normally, in previous versions, you'd press Alt and H to bring it up. However, it now has an icon. So click on the icon, you get the HyperEdit menu. In order to change a planet's orbit, or even a ship orbit, click on the orbit editor and it asks you what to edit. Click on select and it gives you a list of everything. It includes your asteroids. And we're going to select the Mun, and there we have its data. Reference body is Kerbin. It is orbiting Kerbin. To change its reference body, just hit select and go and select another planet for it to orbit. So we're going to leave the altitude basically the same as what it was, and we want to cause some fun and hilarity, so we're going to change its inclination. So we click on complex, and there's its inclination. I'm going to change that to 70 degrees. So just type in 70 and then hit apply. And lo and behold, straight away it just changes. So we've got Minmus in a polar orbit to the Mun, and the Mun is in a 70-degree incline to Kerbin. Except we also want to change how it's in orbit, because right now it's kind of pointing at the Sun, and so is Minmus's orbit. So we want to go change that. So let's click on graphical, and if we change off the top of my head, I think it's this one. Yep, that's the one. Longitude of ascending node. You can then rotate it round that away. So now that if we look straight down on the Mun itself, there we go, we end up with a cross, so that Minmus's orbit will be effectively doing a spiral around the orbit of the Mun. That's how you confuse things.
Oh, I see.
Yep. This mod pack for the DMP, it's going to be a challenge even for me. But the good thing is, we're going to be having MKS, OKS, EPL, as well as some additional tech provided by me to be able to get around. So, not going to be easy, but it's not going to be too hard or impossible either. So let's have a look at some of the other moons. Well, Eve doesn't have anything orbiting it. I don't know why I selected Eve, but oh well. Oh, there it is. I couldn't see it. Gilly. I wonder, you know, we talked about being able to change what it orbits. Yeah, we're moving Gilly. It's not going to orbit Eve anymore. So, we're going to hit select. And we're going to select Gilly, not Eve. And in the simple tab where it says reference body says Eve, we're going to click select and we're going to say Kerbin. Now we're going to put it at what is going to cause the most havoc. What altitude? We make it 20 million with a serious eccentricity, so it comes down to about 300k. think that'll cause havoc for just about everything in orbit. Let's do it. And lo and behold, Gilly disappears from Eve's orbit. And there is Gilly. Have the Mun there. It must up here somewhere. It did show up. And there's Gilly. So, now we're going to make it highly eccentric orbit. Something a little bit like that. I'd say that's pretty close. Yep, looks close to me. Now let's move it around slightly. There we go, that means the moon and of course Mimbus passes between it. More havoc. Yep, that'll do me.
I gotta poof off and work on my stuff so I can start streaming Com Warrior. I'll talk to you later.
Yep, wonderful. Thank you for dropping in, Oak. I will talk to you later.
User disconnected from your channel.
And that was Oaktree42. Wonderful streamer, very informative. Welcome to the chat, Bobs Van Loon. A Sat Killer. Oh, yes. And greetings, Unseen Whale. I think I got your address right, USW. So, we've just changed a couple of planets here. You're welcome. One thing missing from the last time that I went through this, and that is there is no setting for the SOI for the planets. Previously, you could set the planet's sphere of influence. Because of the way the mechanics of the game worked, it had a hard-coded SOI limit. Well, when I say hard-coded, the gravitational fields of the planets had a specific range for each planet. So it didn't calculate it realistically. A few updates to HyperEdit, and for some reason the SOI setting isn't there anymore. So if we take a look at Planet Editor and we go in and we say the Mun. There is no setting in there for the SOI. Now we've got some additional stuff in here. Atmosphere depth was there before, but atmosphere temperature at sea level is new. Atmosphere pressure at sea level is new. Atmosphere molar mass is new. And the atmosphere adiabatic index, I think I pronounced that correctly, is also new. But there's nothing in here for the SOI. Now this lot kind of know what those four do, and they're all to do with basically the deadly re-entry and the aerodynamics model. Assuming the planet, of course, has an atmosphere, which this one doesn't. So why on earth it actually has values in, I'm not quite sure. But, oh well. So where's the SOI gone? Could it be they've missed it out of HyperEdit? Or I wonder if they have actually changed how the SOIs are calculated. Could it be the SOIs have been updated? Or is it just something missing from HyperEdit? Who knows? But at some point we're gonna find out. Changing the orbits like this, if the SOIs haven't been changed, don't update, then these orbits are going to cause havoc. Which is kind of what we were intending anyway, but it'll be the wrong type of havoc. It'll be the type that isn't fun. As ships and satellites go flying off into space. Right, find another moon. I want something else that we can change. Big brown thing. Nah, leave that alone. What do I want to change? We'll take a look at Duna. That's in a very boring orbit for Ike. Yeah, it won't be boring for much longer. Oh, that was me. Make sure I hit save this time. Only 0.2 for inclination. Well, that's boring. What are we gonna do with it? What are we gonna do with Ike? Yeah, let's go for 35 degrees. And we're gonna make it eccentricity 0.7. That's more like it. That looks way more fun. Who in chat agrees with me that that's more fun? Yep, we like that. Any more that I can change in here, or have I done them all now? You know, I'm just thinking you lose white and it's a little bit on the boring side. What can we do to Elo? How's atmosphere? Yeah, why not? Atmosphere depth. 1 kilometre will do. Atmosphere temperature at sea level. Well, it doesn't actually have sea, but I get where it means. Atmosphere pressure at sea level. Go for 10. Atmosphere molar mass. Well, we're going to make this a little bit lighter because it's so thin. Not quite sure what the adiabatic index is. Need to go look it up. Do that later. Rotation. Yeah, now let's go and cause people a little bit of grief. Just a little bit. Make it spin a bit faster. Just a smidge. Fly and save. Wonderful. So, we can make our Kerbalverse a complete and utter nightmare. Oh yeah, we like making things complete and utter nightmares. However, something else we can change. 1.0 comes with a new feature. Now, some of us that have been running some mods over the last 6 months or more, can't quite remember when it changed over to this mod, will be aware of a new feature in 1.0 that's actually been out in mod form for quite some time. This particular feature I'm quite versed with, and that is the mining and resource system, also previously known as Regolith, which most people will know of, that came with MKS, OKS and Carbonite. Now, previously, in 0.9 and before, in order to see these resources, you had to have another mod called ScanSat installed, which gave you a map of the planet and it overlaid the resources. There's an overlay that's actually built into KSP. Once you have scanned a planet, which, to be honest, the scan settings for the planet are really quick. way too quick. Much more fun having to do multiple orbits and select the right orbit as well. However, extra icon over here, if we click on this, it shows you all the resources that are allocated to the planet, which in this case is selected as Kerbin. So I haven't scanned any other planet yet. So in surface mode, these are the resources that are defined. Excuse me. Metallic ore, minerals, ore, substrate, uranite and water. And if we click on one, it shows us. So if we zoom in, that gives us a nice colourful overlay. Which we can change the cutoff to show us only the highest concentration. Above a certain level, or we can reduce it down to show us everything. If we select minerals, that is our minerals map. And of course the same goes for ore, substrate, uranite and water. Yes, you can of course mine rock for water. Oceanic, however, seems to be slightly broken. Because for some reason it shows the resources being on land. I think that's a little bit of a bug. Same goes for xenon gas. Which I can't actually find where that is located. Must be located everywhere in the ocean. And this bug seems to also exist in the atmosphere. So when we select Atmos, which is atmosphere, nothing really shows up for argon gas. And then we select carbonite, it actually shows up as the carbonite that's actually on the land. I suspect a bug. Oxygen. Water. Oh, it shows it up on land. Oh dear. Nope. So, slight bug with that, but I'm sure that's going to get resolved once I report it. So, from the stream that I did on Monday, I showed how to create resources. And once the planet is scanned, those resources can show up here. I say once a planet has been scanned, because if you select a planet that has not been scanned, or should I say surveyed, nothing comes up. Now this of course is a lot faster than the way ScanSat did it, which is actually a good thing because that thing took ages to bring the map up for stuff. Now, it raises a question. What are they going to do for ScanSat? Because ScanSat actually had a use. Because its original function was to go and find all the anomalies, all the Easter eggs. They then integrated that into the science and tech trees, so that it then had scan missions, and you could get science from it. And a lot of people liked the ScanSat system, including me. So I wonder if ScanSat is going to plug into this system. It would be nice. It'd be a heck of a lot faster. It'd also be good to be able to see all the Easter eggs actually from orbit, from the orbital tracking center. Tracking center. Put my teeth back in. Hopefully they are of course going to do that. So we're still waiting for Planet Factory to get updated. It's only been 48 hours. So it could be a week or two before all of the mods get updated. So things to change within the Kerbalverse kind of limited at the moment. However, as I've just seen, we can cause some serious havoc. What can I say? The streamers that are currently testing the mod pack that I'm building for the DMP, there will be of course others that hopefully get to join us once the mod pack's finished. The ones that are helping me test it and that you've seen me stream with, they wanted a very hard Kerbalverse. And this is what I'm going to give them. I don't think they realise just how hard I can actually make it. Once Planet Factory comes along, there's a load more planets that are going to go in here. The planet that is called was it Unavailable? I think that's what it's called. Something like that, yeah. No, Unobtainable. I can't remember what it's called. Well, that is going to be impossible to actually land on. Or at least, not going to be possible to land on it unless you're using something like a claw. Could get interesting. So additional systems to go in there, gonna make it very, very busy. So that's a quick one for Kerbalverse Wednesdays. As I said, we're all updating to 1.0. We're still waiting for things to be released. We're still learning 1.0. Because a lot of things have changed. And there's things in the back end that have changed that haven't been put on the release notes by the looks of it. Although I could be wrong here. So, let's recap. HyperEdit is available and does work for editing the orbits of planets, which we have seen right in front of us, just to make the Kerbalverse really awkward. And one feature... bear with me, it's thinking about something. I think I double-clicked on something by mistake. What's getting loaded? Oh, it's my probe. Little probe that I put in orbit, and it's decided to switch me to it. Hey. So now that we're back here, so we can use HyperEdit to change all the orbits. And one of the things that you can do to planets is to allocate resources, because regolith is now built into KSP. Once you have scanned a planet, or should I say surveyed a planet, its resources appear here. And you can make some nice pretty colours. Methinks the textures are still being stretched at the poles again. Very... what's that there? Interesting void. Looks like a great big lake. Oops. There it is. And of course, we also have clouds on Kerbin as well. Courtesy of Eve, Environmental Effects. Which is another change that we can make to the Kerbalverse. Eve includes dust storms on Duna, which look kind of interesting. Haven't installed them yet, but we'll be doing. So, that's just a quick update with the things you can change right this moment within KSP 1.0. There will, of course, be more to come. Lots more to come. So, for the time being, that's all from me. I will of course keep you all updated. Keep an eye out for my unscheduled streams, which will be on an as and when basis. I will probably be streaming later on tonight, setting up some more of the DMP mod pack, and sort of basically just streaming through the testing and whatnot. We're kind of at the stage where stuff's going to be tested. Need to get people online to do that. The bugs are going to be found, so on and so forth. So keep an eye out for multiplayer stuff. Next scheduled stream will actually be Monday, because I'm, for the time being, putting the Film Fridays scheduled stream on hold, which I need to go through and remove all the notifications for it. So I will see you all in the not too distant future. Bye for now.